What's going on today, guys? Here at MattHQ, we are going to be having a fun one today. We are playing the new 82-0 online basketball game. Pretty much, from what I hear, this game, you're trying to build a starting five that can go 82-0. Sounds pretty hard. I've heard it's pretty hard. We're going to take on that challenge today. We can go ahead and get into it. Let's see what we have here today. All right. It looks like we have 3 game modes. How do I want to build my all-time team? We have Classic, draft with full player stats visible. Hoop IQ, stats hidden. Draft by memory and test your ball knowledge. And then 1v1. So, look, I've heard Hoop IQ is the harder choice. Classic, you get the stats. Hoop IQ, you just have to go by what you know. Let's see what we know today. All right. So, round 1 of 5. It looks like we're going to spin a wheel. We'll get a random team and then a random era. We have the 60s here. I don't know how far back it goes. Maybe it starts at the 60s. Let's see what we get for our first roll. Oh, Charlotte's never good. I don't care if it's the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. Not a good start to the game today. Charlotte. I know Alonzo Mourning was very good back in Charlotte. I know Dale Curry was a great shooter. None of these players are going to jump out. I don't like the start we're getting to today. We might just have to go Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo Mourning probably averaged around 20 points, maybe 12 rebounds a game. He wasn't horrible. Vlade Divac. Oh, look at Tony Bennett making an appearance. If you know, you know. Virginia head coach. Won a championship. All right, we're going Alonzo Mourning. We're going to put him at power forward. Maybe we can get a great center. All right, next we get Atlanta in the 2020s. The only option here is probably Trae Young. Probably Trae Young. CJ McCollum, not a bad option either. I'm going to go Trae Young. Let's go ahead and get our point guard. Put him at point guard. Let's see what we're going next. Atlanta in the 70s. Almost 30 years before I was born. Who do we have today? I know Pete Maravich was a baller. Pistol Pete. We can go with Pistol Pete at our shooting guard position. I'm not liking what our 3 are right now. We'll see. Chicago in the 60s. We're going back. I know Bob Love wasn't bad. Bob Boozer. What is this? Carlos Boozer dad? Cam Boozer's grandpa? I do not like that at all. Let's go Bob Love. That's small forward. Guys, we're not getting the best rolls. This will be okay, though. Bill Cartwright, New York Knicks in the 80s, but we only can get a center. But we should be able to get, Patrick Ewing. Actually, not a bad pick. 57 and 25. Not the best start, but I know we can grow from it. I think we got some bad luck. I mean, anytime you get Charlotte, you get bad luck. Let's try again. Is there like a re-roll in this game? Yes. Okay, so it looks like you get 1 team re-spin and 1 era re-spin. Okay, so we got Orlando in the 2020s. I'm assuming Paolo Banchero is probably going to be our best option. His stats aren't bad. Let's go with Paolo at power forward. All right. Pelicans in the 2000s, Chris Paul. Yep, I'm going Chris Paul, point guard. Not bad. I don't want to re-roll yet. Detroit in the 80s, we could go. Lambeer was good, but he was kind of just knocking people out. He wasn't really doing anything special. Dennis Rodman's going to give you a lot of rebounds, not a lot of points. Joe Dumars probably gives you a lot of points. Isaiah Thomas, wherever he's at, would give you a lot of points. I'm going to go Joe Dumars. Let's see what we got here. Charlotte. Okay, automatic. We're re-rolling. I'm not accepting Charlotte as an answer. Phoenix in the 2000s. Okay, I think Amari Stoudemire is probably going to be our best bet here. Put him at center. He put up some pretty good stats in the 2000s. Lakers 2010s. Can we put Kobe at... Please tell me we can put Kobe at small forward. Oh, we also got LeBron here. I didn't even think about that. Where's Kobe? Kobe 2010s were not... I think we got to go LeBron. 61 and 21. We're a contender. We're getting better. You know what? Not close enough, though. I'm trying to get at least 70 wins. Let's keep going. Sacramento in the 60s. This has got to be Oscar Robertson. The man was a stat sheet stuffer. We're going, that's a great first roll. I love it. OKC in the 70s. I want Kevin Durant, guys, or Russell Westbrook. I'm changing the era. Or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, we got him. Let's give me Shai. Where's he at? Where's he at? Yep. Put him at shooting guard. Not a bad start. Two guys that can get you a lot of points, a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists. Another guy, Joel Embiid, is what we're going with here. Easy choice. I love this five so far. All these guys are putting up points, putting up assists, putting up rebounds. Golden State Warriors, 2010s. But I can't put... There's no way we could do Steph Curry here. We've taken both his positions. Just making sure, yep. Let's re-roll the team here. Maybe we can get somebody good from the 2010s. Denver in the 2010s. You got Carmelo. I'm going Carmelo. Perfect small forward. If we need to move into power forward, we will. I love this team so far. Denver in the 90s. We can't re-roll. Alex English was a pretty good guy in the 90s, I think. I don't think that was after his prime. We got Chauncey Billups, but we've already filled those two spots. Dikembe was good, but he's only a center, so we can't use him. What should we do here, guys? What should we do? Jalen Rose kind of had a quick prime. Wasn't really that great. I think we have to take a chance and go Carmelo at the 4 and go Alex English at the 3. 69 and 13. I said our goal was to try to at least get 70. We're right there. Going at it again. I could play this game all freaking day. Chicago in 2000s. Hey, I'm re-rolling the era. Give me Mike. 80s, 90s. Give me Mike. Oh my gosh. All right, but we can at least get a better version of Derrick Rose. I'm happy with that. Prime Derrick Rose. Knicks in the 2000s. All right, I'm re-rolling the team. I know we're using our re-rolls early. Too bad. Got to do what you got to do. Not a great re-roll. Carlos Boozer was not bad. Paul Millsap probably somewhere around here. Karl Malone. Do I want to take that risk? We're not doing Karl Malone, no matter what. I'm going Paul Millsap. All right. Houston in the 90s. I think Trolls or Clyde the Glide are going to be the best options. I'm going Clyde the Glide. All right. Detroit in the 90s. Can we go Grant Hill? Grant Hill might not be bad. I'm going Grant Hill. He had a great prime. Injuries kind of stopped him short. All right. We need a center. He can only, he can play center. All right. So power forward or center. I don't know a lot about Brooklyn in the 70s. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Can I put him? No. All right. So don't know a lot of these names. I'm not happy with this. Phil Jackson, the Phil Jackson. All right. Tim Bassett. He's probably going to be awful. 48 and 34. What did Tim Bassett average? Oh, Paul Millsap was not good at Utah. That must have been too early before his prime. All right. That's horrible. Got to keep playing. Gotta keep playing. That's how it goes. All right. Brooklyn in the 90s. Jason Kidd's probably the best bet here. Oh, was that before Jason Kidd? Why was I thinking Jason Kidd? He was probably on the Suns during this time. Kendall Gill, not bad. Keith Van Horn, not bad. You know what? 90s had too much good basketball to be settling. Oh my goodness. What are we doing here? You know what? Starting it back over. You might as well, if that's going to happen, might as well not even start it. We're not going to get 70 wins with the Kings in the 90s. Houston in the 80s. Now we're working with some stuff. Elvin Hayes was not bad, but Hakeem's probably, or that's a little before Moses Malone. Moses is probably the best option. That's before Hakeem's prime. All right, Milwaukee in the 2010s. Once again, we're getting Giannis before his prime, but it's probably still putting up some pretty good numbers. I don't see anybody else here that would be crazy, and you can put Giannis at any position. I'm gonna start him out at power forward. All right, Minnesota in the 2010s. All right, we haven't done a reroll. I'm going to reroll the team. Boston in the 2010s. I like that. We could go, you always got Rondo. You got Ray Allen. Paul Pierce is probably going to be our best option at the 3. Let's put Paul Pierce at small forward. All right, we got Detroit in the 90s. Are we going to get Detroit in the 90s every roll? Probably so. That's what it seems like at this point. Grant Hill can play shooting guard. I don't mind it. Let's go Grant again. Phoenix in the 70s. I know Charlie Scott was a baller, repping Carolina. I think Charlie Scott might be the role. I think he averaged close to 20-some points a game. You go Charlie Scott, 65 and 17. Let's look at our guys for a second. Charlie Scott averaged 25. Grant Hill only averaged 21, but gave you 8 rebounds and 7 assists. Paul Pierce only 19. Giannis only 19. Moses Malone putting up 28 and 15. That's not bad at all. Let's keep playing. I'm not going to give up until we get at least 70 wins, guys. Chicago in the 60s. I don't remember. We should have looked at what Bob Love averaged. Not a fan of any of these players. I mean, not like I know them anyways. What are we going to go with here? Start out with Bob Love. I can't remember if he actually put up stats or not. That's kind of the only guy I know. Houston 2010s is Mr. James Harden. Gotta go with him. Put up a lot of points. All right, Memphis 2010s. I'm not doing that. Reroll the team. Houston 2010. All right, let's just put together the 20. All right, you know what? Rerolling the era. I'm not going to 2010s Houston players. I think we all know what the option is here. T-Mac was putting up some pretty daggone good stats. We're going to put him at the 3. What do we have? Phoenix in the 60s. Gail Goodrich wasn't bad. Who else do we have here? Can we move some guys around? We can't. We've already used our rerolls. So I think we have to go with Gail Goodrich at point guard. I don't like that at all. That might have just ruined it for us. I'm sure it did. Chicago in the 20s. That's probably worse than anything else. Let's see what we have. Bob Love cannot play center, so it seems like Andre Drummond is going to be the best option. Vucevic. Actually, let's go Vucevic. All right. Bob Love averaged 5 points per game in the 60s. We will never pick him again. That's pretty awful. That's my fault. James Harden, great pick. Gail Goodrich, not a bad pick. T-Mac, not a bad pick. Even Vooch wasn't a bad pick. But Bob Love definitely ruined it for us. All right. Cleveland in the 80s? Come on. I'm re-rolling the era. I need LeBron. Come on. LeBron. Give me LeBron freaking James. Where is he at? Where are you at, King? All right. Can play every single position. We're going to set him at small forward where he normally plays to start the game. New Orleans Pelicans. Should we go Zion? We could go CJ McCollum also. Zion's probably got the best stats. Doesn't play a lot, but when he does, puts up probably about 20 and 10 a game. Zion and LeBron, that's freaking athletes. All right, Memphis in the 2000s. I don't like that. We're going to re-roll the team. San Antonio. Give me Tim Duncan. Where are you at, Tim? All right, he can play center. Not a bad 3 so far. Give me a good point guard or shooting guard. Utah in the 90s. John Stockton. Who better? All right, give me a good shooting guard. Give me a good shooting guard. Milwaukee in the 70s. Or small forward because LeBron can move around. Let's move LeBron to shooting guard and see what options we have. Don't know. Marquise Johnson was not bad. I'm almost certain of. Greg Smith. Bob Bainbridge was not bad. Alex English again. We're going Alex English. He only averaged 7 a game. I got to get up to date on my 70s and 60s basketball, even though I wasn't even thought back then. He ruined it for us. We still won 60 games and picked a guy that averages 7 points per game. We're rolling. We're rolling. Chicago in 2000s. Nope. Give me Jordan. Give me Jordan. Give me Jordan. Give me freaking Jordan. That's what I'm talking about. Michael Jordan, where are you at? What a start. I hate that we had to use a re-roll, but hey, we keep trucking. Los Angeles in the 60s. Is this? Oh, man, I know they had some ballers. I know Jerry West was putting up huge numbers. Gail Goodrich wasn't bad. Elgin Baylor was putting up big numbers. Do I go Jerry West or Elgin Baylor? Do I go Jerry West? No, I'm going Wilt. What are we talking about? Wilt freaking Chamberlain. He's probably averaging 40 and 20. Phoenix in the 20s. Is Kevin Durant on here, mister? Where are you at, KD? All right, I love this. Mike, Wilt, and KD. What are we talking about? Cleveland in the 2000s? LeBron? LeBron James? Guys, what are we doing here? Are we serious? All right, we got to get a great point guard. Come on, don't mess it up. Miami in the 90s. I'm switching. I'm switching. Brooklyn in the 90s. That's worse than Miami. This is going to mess it up for us, isn't it? Kenny Anderson. Maurice Cheeks. I don't know. I don't know. Sam Cassell. Marbury. I don't think Marbury was in his prime. All right, let's see what we can get for small forward. Keith Van Horn. Kendall Gill. Oh, I do not like this. We had such a good team. Bernard King, I'm going with that. 69 and 13 because Bernard King averaged 7 points per game. There was a time when he averaged 20. What are we talking about? Oh my gosh, that should have been the team. I screwed that up. These 50s, 60s, and 70s are killing me. Orlando in the 2020s. I'm switching the team. I'm switching the team. Sacramento. Oh, what are we going? To Aaron Fox probably is our best bet. I mean, I think he's still doing better than DeMar. Point guard to Aaron Fox. Man, that was such a good one last time. I don't know why I screwed that up. All right, this is probably Vince because T-Mac was not yet in his prime, I'm pretty sure. Not a bad start. Philadelphia, give me, can we move Vince? Vince cannot move to small. Okay, I was about to say, give me Allen Iverson at shooting guard. All right, that's not a bad 3. Very athletic. 70s Lakers. You know what? I'm re-rolling the era. Lakers 90s. Give me Shaquille O'Neal. All right, not bad at all. All right, give me a good power forward. Come on. Chicago in the 20s. Are we serious, guys? Are we serious? They're allowing DeMar DeRozan to play power forward. So that's not bad. I think we're going to have to go DeMar. I mean, I know Lauri Markkanen was not bad. I think we got to go DeMar DeRozan at power forward. 65 and 17. We have to get... That was not a bad team. Vince actually didn't put up as many points as I thought he would. Let's keep rolling. Guys, I'm not giving up till we get 70 wins, I promise. This has to be, we have to go with, oh guys, you know, we got Miles Turner, obviously, at center. He's been balling since forever, but you know we have to go with Tyrese Halliburton. It's the only option there. He puts up a bunch of points, okay, this is where Wilt is going to get us over the top. This man averaged with Golden State in the 60s like 40 and 20, so not bad. Orlando in the 2000s. Will they let us put Dwight Howard at power forward? They will. Listen, we're going to rebound the ball. There's no doubt about that. Dwight, Wilt, Halliburton, Atlanta in the 70s. Atlanta in the 70s. I hate this role. Jeff Halliburton, let's put, I don't think that's his dad. 1L versus 2Ls. But let's put the family on the team. All right. I don't like any of these picks. Pete Maravich at shooting guard. All right, I'm going Pete Maravich. Not bad. Small forward, give me LeBron. Oh, give me LeBron, give me LeBron, give me LeBron. Denver. Can we go Carmelo? Let's go Carmelo. 77 and 5. All right. Listen, if I could sit here all day and play this game, I would. But listen, 77 and 5, not bad. A+ historic team. We're going to end on that. We will be back. MattHQ, back at it next time. See you soon.